Hello. All right. So, first of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Can Tafulcan, and yeah, they basically outdid me. Um, I don't think I'm like the brightest, but I do think I'm a good actor. And the first speech was very influential on me because I kind of empathized with it, and well, that's off topic. So a little about me: I'm interested in physics and maths, and PlayStation. PlayStation is basically the thing that keeps me alive. Um, I am interested in making music with my band. I listen to metal, a genre that many people don't listen to. But let's get into the speech. Today, I want to talk to you about bounds. I didn't know the theme was going to be unbound, but nice coincidence, I guess. Um, Everyone is bound to something. For example, my father sitting in the audience. I'm pretty sure he's bound to his polo shirts because he never takes them off. I am bound to my social life. I'm an extrovert and I love to speak, hence the fact that I am speaking to you right now. I am also bound to my games. But more importantly, I am bound to my grades because I try not to disappoint my family. And if my grade goes down, the PlayStation goes away with them. And I will kill for my PlayStation or die trying, metaphorically speaking. The second thing I want to talk to you about is guidance and how you guide your life. And the final thing is self-knowledge. I want to tell you a story of my brother, and it is very different from a story that you hear regularly. My brother is 8 years older than me. I am currently 15, but I will turn 16 this year. And he is 24. I think his birthday happened. I'm not sure. So 8 years ago, I was 7, and he was my role model. I dare say more so even than my father. Because my brother was a Beşiktaş fan, and he would say, if you cut these wrists, my blood would be black and white. And I was like, whoa, that is so cool. I am also going to be a Beşiktaş fan. And my father is like the biggest Galatasaray fan you will ever see. Yeah. And he also listened to metal, kinda. And hence why I listen to metal. Maybe it's subliminal. But over the course of these 8 years, I've been pretty steady. I've been listening to progressively heavier genres of rock and metal, and I've been a Beşiktaş fan. Not like the greatest, but still. My brother first transitioned into Ibrahim Tatlıses, and I despised him. And I was like, well, it's your life, it's your music. Maybe he understood that he wasn't so skilled with the guitar. And then he became an Ankara Gücü fan, going to all their games. I thought that would be more convenient for him because, obviously, they're in Ankara. And then, right now, he works in a mosque. And he is studying to become an imam. So, how did that happen? I don't know. But I know that he is perpetually in a search for something, for happiness. He's searching for what makes him happy. And when you consider yourself religious, you have to consider life as being black and white. In my opinion, subjectively speaking, life is not black and white, rather many shades of gray. No pun intended. But he chose to be bound. my microphone. Oh, there it goes. But I believe that truly being happy is a causation of looking inwards. Now I want to take a huge leap and talk about Socrates. He is the father of philosophy as we know it, and he was a very socially awkward man. I don't consider myself to be like that, but anyway, he suggested that we should be virtuous, and he suggested word, and we should be self-conscious. We should constantly be examining ourselves to reach true happiness. And he said, once we learn ourselves, we shall learn to care for ourselves. Now, in this day and age, I think this is a very optimistic view of the world, as only thinking about yourself leads to people calling you selfish, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you have to be bound to money and material things, which you can't kind of control. So I'd like to mesh his ideas with Descartes, René Descartes. He is the father of modern philosophy, and he suggests that science is the basis that we should all abide by. He said this, and I'm quoting him, "Metaphysics is the root, physics is the trunk, and all the other sciences are branches of the tree." Now, he suggested that science is definitely the way we live our lives. By meshing the two ways of thinking, by saying, I'm going to look inside and find what truly makes me happy, and also I'm going to abide by what makes sense, what factual evidence I have to truly be happy. Now, I say this because there's a 4,000-year-old story out there of a God creating everything. And of course, you're entitled to think whatever you think. But I believe that this was a story made up by humans to explain what they could not. And hence came the quote from Socrates: "Evil is the absence of knowledge." So I want to close out my speech by saying, don't look around you while you're searching for happiness. Focus on yourself. Look on the inside. Lack of knowledge creates the loss of guidance. And also, might I add, never fully commit to anything. Never put all of your faith into one thing to see it be proven wrong. And be bound only to yourself, not in a selfish way. And basically, be virtuous and be selfless to be truly happy. Thank you.